Chapter 21. She's an attractive one, that's for sure. Jordan gazed at a poster of Celeste hung in one of MFP's hallway through the window of his office. No wonder Max is so taken with her. It's the makeup. Janae stood beside him, crossing her arms and snorting breaths through her nose. She's real homely otherwise, and Max is not taken with her. Then why does he let her hang around him all the time? She's useful to him. You know Max. Once she's done being useful, he'll forget all about her. Janae clenched her teeth so hard they squeaked, though it is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Jealous? Of course not. Janae swung her face away from Jordan. But I can't stand the little tart. Why? She's too perfect. She always seems to have Max or Tess by her side, and they always seem to be completely under her spell. Whenever she messes up, she bats her eyes and everyone goes limp. I haven't seen anything like that. She's got you, too. Janae swung him around to face her. Don't you forget what your real goal is. Don't you want to take over this complex, to be as rich and powerful as Max is? She could get in the way. I see it on the horizon. You're worrying too much. Jordan pulled her hands off his shoulder. I have it on good authority. Celeste's days are numbered. All her photo sessions and interviews are done with, and Max can't figure out what to do with her. Right now he's got her running errands for him. She is pretty useless. But here's the thing. Even though Max paid for her with his personal funds, he has her listed as a company asset. If he can't figure out a realistic way for her to pay off her debt, the company will make him get rid of her. So, the letter I sent to the financial department made it. Jared let a smile come to her lips. Sometimes I love those pain-in-the-neck board members. But what will happen to me? A small voice piped in. Jordan and Janae swung around. Celeste stood in the middle of the hallway, clutching a pile of papers to her chest. The office door was wide open. Jordan's fur stood on end. What are you doing sneaking around here? Are you spying on us? Janae said. No, I was getting something for Max. Celeste held out her papers as proof. You were the ones talking about me with the door open. Am I supposed to ignore people gossiping about me? Jordan marched over to her. If you repeat anything you heard, so help me. He brandished a fist in her face. Celeste gazed at the fist before smirking. Why? What did you say? Jordan growled. Jordan, relax. Janae slid in between them. Look, Celeste, there's a lot of things going on in this complex that less important employees aren't privy to. So if I find you're sneaking around, leaking classified info to anyone... I wasn't sneaking. I was walking. Fine then. Janae turned to go back into the office. I'll let it go this time. But what's going to happen to me if Max doesn't find a place for me? Janae turned and put on a sympathetic smile. It's a bit difficult to say, but most likely he'll have to get rid of you. Sell your papers to recoup his losses. After that, whoever has the money to pay off your delinquent debts can acquire you. Maybe even Terrence Claiborne. I hear he's been trying to get Max to sell you back to him. But he can't. Max signed the paper too, right? It's like a contract. Here's the thing, Celeste. Janae put a hand on her shoulder. Usually the Freedom Project runs more smoothly than this. We normally find a place for you before we make the investment. But you are an impulsive buy. Max has to get his money back somehow. Celeste's ears fell, and all her fur rose. I can't go back to Terrence Claiborne. Your best move may be to go to a different company and get a better paying job. Janae tapped her chin. Oh, but wait, you don't have any skills, do you? What am I going to do? Celeste started to tremble. Maybe you can talk to Max about it. Janae walked away from her, but I'm not sure what good that will do. Janae heard Celeste scurry away. She smirked. You are good, Jordan said, and bad. Thank you, thank you. Do you think she heard anything incriminating? She wouldn't have interrupted us if she had. Janae glared in the direction Celeste went. But we need to keep an eye on her until she's out of here. I don't like the way she was able to sneak up on us like that. Jordan shuddered. Creepy. But if you're right, she won't be along for much longer, Janae said. We just have to make sure Max gets rid of her. Right, Jordan said.